Yes, best of luck. Now, Saturday night saw loads more amazing acts, ranging from magicians to rappers to a mini Frank Sinatra. It was another brilliant night for Britain's Got Talent.
Show us what you got. Have fun.
I hate to say it, but it was really good.
I've lost one.
It's right next to your leg.
Ah!
Hello, Birmingham!
Hey,
Yeah?
my auntie's looking for a boyfriend.
But I think the outfit was very convincing.
It was my
Oh, he was fantastic.
He was lovely, wasn't he?
Little Wobby.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it.
It's like a little Jimmy Cricket.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
Before we go any further,
It's lovely to have Max Clifford.
during...
Sorry.
See, I knew this was going to happen.
You should know better than to send me a photo. During the interview with Adrian a moment ago, my phone lit up and I thought, who's sending me a text? And it was Stephen, and he's just said, "Oh, same outfit, awkward." So who wants this?
Look, it's identical. And I saw Max as he was walking out. It was like, hello, Daddy Max. How awkward is that? Could somebody inform me next time, please?
I thought that you'd both called each other out just to check that you got
Amazing.
it right.
The this
Incredible.
morning uniform.
Exactly.
So let's go through some of the acts from Saturday night. Let's talk about Mexican Mayhem, Dancing
my
Dogs.
goodness. I love
Animal
it when
acts,
dogs are
so
on.
unpredictable.
So funny, though.
Perfect example, amazing. She was doing like an agility sort of display that
Was she?
went... yeah, well, or not. Let's have a little look at it, because it turned into a comedy act, which is just amazing.
Here we go.
It was almost like they were a comedy double act. There was the straight dog and the comedy dog, and I found it hilarious. You do not want to train the other dog.
Absolutely agree with Michael Macker. Do not train that dog. I was rolling around on the floor laughing and crying my eyes out with laughter.
Well, the thing
so
is,
funny.
and do you know something? It wouldn't surprise me if that sort of act did make it to the semi-finals, even though it went horrendously wrong, because what we do need in the semi-finals is stuff that's unpredictable.
They got through, though, did they?
She went through, but again,
don't
only
know
next
how
week will be
far
revealed.
Yeah, but they got through last night,
Absolutely.
Saturday night.
Abyss.
A bit of confrontation here with the judges, but was Amanda right? This is what she said. She, well, you'll hear it in a moment. And I always say, is it fair to compare the dance acts with diversity? And that's really what happened.
Let's see what she says.
You are as good as a standard that's already been set on this show.
I loved it, and I am saying yes.
No.
I wholeheartedly agree with Louis. You're definitely going through.
High expectations from dance acts now. We've been spoilt for choice in the past.
But do you think it's fair to be compared to diversity?
Yes.
See, I do. I do agree with Amanda, to be honest.
I agree. Because they weren't as tight as diversity and flawless.
But also, diversity have been our winners. So you've got to aim for something, and for any sort of dance act to go, well, you can't compare us. Well, that will always happen. Anyone in their field that is brilliant and at the top of their game.
Diversity are at the top of their game, so you are always going to be compared to the brand leaders.
Yes, and then to start, arguing back, saying, well, you can't do that. Well, they're the judges and they can.
But then maybe, because they got through on Saturday, maybe when they come back, they will step up their game a little bit and they'll do something amazing.
And fingers crossed be as good as diversity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at Little Wobby. Now. We'll have a listen to this one.
My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain.
I've never heard anybody so young sing that song, and you sang it your way.
Robbie, you're a star!
There's a brilliant shot with him on the stage, like a tiny little pinprick, and then there's massive empty stage. He's
Incredible.
so little.
Tiny.
But the confidence that he had, he must have been so nervous in front of, nearly 3,000 people and, of course, millions watching at home.
But he still went, excuse me, I haven't finished, don't clap yet.
Just brilliant. That made me roar with laughter.
He's controlling the audience.
Yeah.
Amazing. It's like a little Bonnie Langford, Mal version.
Really cute. He was like a little adult as well with his little outfit on.
Talk about kids, though, of course, the rappers.
Yes.
They stormed it, absolutely.
Well, who would think that you could do a rap about a granddad's?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go. Now that you're gone, you're in a better place. For you to come back, there's always space. At your funeral, I just sat and I cried. I remember our memories, you're always on my mind. You both.
So is that once they've done that though? What do they do? What could they do again? Have they got other things?
Well,
do we
exactly,
know?
and that's always the problem, isn't it? If they do well in the first round, then do get put through. Will it be another rap about their granddad? Who knows? And that's if they go through. But either way, they've got to do something that's similar to what they did do. Otherwise, it's all a bit of a mess.
Let's have a look at Cal. This 17-year-old Cal. He's an impressionist. If you missed it, this is him.
I am, of course, your guest host. I'm your guest host, OK? Now, my name's Eamon Holmes. I'm here with Fabio Capello. Now, Fabio, what have you got to say about Russia getting the World Cup? Yes. No. It's good. It's bad.
I thought all of your impressions were spot on, so well done.
Michael McIntyre, I thought was terrific.
Loved it. I think you can go very far in this competition. I'd hope you do.
Thank you very much.
See, that's the sort of act that I love, because young, very good at what he does, and it's variety, and he's good. So I really hope he does well. And like Michael says, I think he could do well in a competition. But this year, impersonators, we've had some great ones.
Oh, are they young? Are they quite a lot of the time?
Yeah.
Well?
And this guy is I think, the best young one we've seen.
That's good.
Well, stay with us, because we're going to meet a couple more of the acts that were on Saturday night. We're back in just a few minutes with 90-year-old pianist Paul, who wowed the judges on Saturday, and illusionists David and Karen. So we're back after the break. Don't go away. Yeah, the very best of luck. On Saturday, 2 acts that impressed the judges were the incredible illusionists Karen and David and 19-year-old pianist Paul from Manchester.
I'm not sure it was great, but it was really nice.
I loved it. I loved the story. I loved the way you started quite late and how you found a way to express yourself through music. You were sensational. I never have any idea how anyone does the trick. I'm a complete sucker for it. It was incredible, and I loved it.
Congratulations. You are what this show's about.
Wow.
Now, I just like to say I rewound the television 3 times, going, right, let's watch it again, paused it, no, keep going. I could not work out. I mean, I'm not a magician at all, but I couldn't work that out.
You are not going to believe what happened just a moment ago with Max. Tell them the story about what happened outside.
We met Max Clifford. He said that he'd seen the show, and he rang David Copperfield. David then got back to him like 5 minutes later, said he'd watched the clip on YouTube and he thought we were absolutely brilliant.
Just a moment ago.
That's so cool.
David Copperfield. It's
So you're like, now, David Copperfield, do you need anyone to join you with your show in Vegas? That's it.
Or David Copperfield, would you like to join ours?
Oh, there we go. I do like the fact, though, David, that you've magically changed your hair colour as well.
Yeah, they've grown out since January, the highlights.
The next thing that you're going to do, if you get through, is supposed to be, if this is true, dangerous.
It is dangerous, yes.
Can you give us any sort of a clue?
I say, there's been stuff in the papers, yes, Steve. We're not actually sure we are going to do that in the live, because it's live.
Yeah.
And I really am not happy about it, because I had an accident.
Yeah.
And we've had to, change things around.
But I think it's going to be fine.
So you think you are going to do it?
Karen's, if we do it, Karen's going to do it.
Good.
But I've had an injury. I've torn my oblique muscle off my rib cage.
Practicing?
In practicing for it. It was going to be me that took over the lead role of The Illusion, but
well,
now,
thankfully...
if we do it, Karen's going
I hope... well, whatever you do, pleased today, safe, but thankfully slightly less danger involved in playing the piano.
Yes.
Exactly.
You were amazing.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing. You've been playing for 5 years?
5 years,
That's
yeah.
what I can't believe. Only 5 years. And did you teach yourself as well?
I had lessons at first, and my teacher just went through the basics with me, like how to play notes and chords. But I spent a lot of time individually because I didn't have one at home, so I'd go to my church and stay there for like 10 hours back to back. And so I just put a lot of dedication and passion
But you
into
were
it.
really nervous about doing this, weren't you? Because it is a big and scary audience.
And everyone's quiet, so one mistake sounds.
Yeah.
So I have everything has to be perfect.
And you kind of composed a piece specially for the audition, did you?
The first piece of music you hear at the beginning, I actually composed that. The second one's Bella's Lullaby from Twilight. But the first one, it was weird. I was walking through a park and I saw birds in the sky. And as they were flying, like their wings, literally I was hearing notes.
Oh my
so I went home and then a song came together, and the first piece of music is what I played.
Well, that was absolutely amazing. And thank you so much, all of you, for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Good luck.
Yeah, we wish you the very, very best of luck.
Who's going to win?
I don't know. No, don't know. Looking forward to the live stuff.
Yeah,
exactly. We are back with the BAFTAs after this.